This conference will now be recorded.
So till now what we have seen, we have a machine or we have a server. So this is my server. So I'll put some color, say green color. Okay. So here in this machine I have installed my application, my DB plus my application. Both I have installed. Okay. So if we our customer is very small, like small customer, so they will prefer single machine and everything will be there, like my DB, my application. But or most of the time Oracle application will be used by big companies. So what the company will do, they will not go for a single node machine. I mean single node in that everything we have. We have a DB, we have application. Reason is that if something goes wrong, so for example, if machine got crashed, it means it got deleted or it got crashed. So your application, your DB, or everything will be collapsed. Or I mean, though if it is a multi-node, also it will collapse. But here the chances for recovery is much higher. So we need to restore the DB, we need to restore the application, do some configuration. It will take a lot of time. So rather than getting this kind of failure, what we can do, we can have multiple machines. Say I have a machine this, I have a machine this. So I have a two node. Let me put in the yellow color. Okay, so two machines I have. Okay, so in this machine, what I did, I installed my DB in one node, and I have installed my application in one node. Okay, so application in one node, DB in one node. So what could be the benefit? So first thing is that load balancing. I mean, my server will not be highly utilized. If I have a single node machine, so my application connection will come, my database connection will be there, database processes, application process. So there will be a more chance for my server reboot or server hang. But in case of multi-node installation, what we can do, we can have one node for my database and one node is for my application.
Hello.
So we can perform kind of load balancing. Okay. Now, moreover, if I will talk about database, so generally
Yeah,
nowadays, Imran, I'll put you on mute, okay? Or if you can,
yeah, I will put.
please. Okay. So in that case, nowadays, I mean, we cannot imagine any database on a single machine. So what we can do here, we can configure real application cluster. Say it's up to you, two node rack or three node rack or whatever the rack node you have. So this is my two node rack, and in that, what we can do, we can have a shared storage. We can have a shared storage. So the rack concept you know very well is a shared storage. So now here one thing we have removed. First thing is that failures. If suppose I'm using real application cluster, if one node goes down, still our database will survive. Same thing we can do here as well. Like say for example, we are using application. So for application also, what we can do, we can have multiple nodes. So in that, what I will do, I will install my application. So due to some reason, if one machine got failed, so still my application will survive. But that infrastructure will be very costly. I mean, having two or three or four DB node and having multiple application nodes. But it depends upon my criticality of my customer. If they are agree to pay, we will do. So now today we will discuss how to install application or how to install DB on multi-node environment. So here what we have done for the lab, I took two machines. So one machine would be my DB and one machine would be my application. And the name which I will choose or which I will use, it would be DB node. DB node and it would be apps node. Apps node. So one DB node, one application node. Okay. So whatever the method we have followed for single node installation, exactly same method I will follow. But in the time of installation, I will mention which is my application node and which is my DB node. And apart from that, whatever we have done like user creation, package installation, RPM installation, permissions, mount point, each and everything I will do same as we have done in the single node. Okay. So this is the machine which I am using. See, one is DB node and one is application node. And you know very well, whenever we are going for installation, so we have to put the entry in etc host file. So I will put the entry for both the machines in et host file in the both the side. So let me open the document. Okay. So 12.1 multi-node installation. Okay. Oh, file I don't have. Let me download. Just a second. See, so this
This
document is
conference will
to
now be
install a
recorded.
multi-node. So here, I mean, don't be confused with EBS Node 5 and EBS Node DB Node 6. I mean, naming can be anything. So here in my EBS Node 5, it's my application node, and DB Node 6 is my DB node. So here we have written the mount point, and the important thing is that etc host file. So we have to put the entry in the etc host file, and always remember we need to install application from DB node. Why? Because first we required Oracle Home, we required database, then we require the application. So RapidViz we will always use from DB node. See, the method is very simple. So whenever you will run RapidViz, so you will get the same screen which we have seen in 12.1.1. Install Oracle application 12.1.1. Okay. So create a new configuration, of course. So this is the information about my DB node. So here I'll mention DB node 6, my domain, my host name, the user. Oh, it's application node. Actually, by mistake I have written here. So it should be Oracle, it should be DB, and it should be U01 Oracle and U01 Oracle. So move on. Information about application node. So it should be apps node and db.com and all the information. So here. Okay. So see, these are the services. I mean, service till now we haven't discussed what are the services, what is the root service, what is the web entry point service or application service. That I'll talk. Okay, now it's showing that node information. So DB node is my DB node 6 and primary apps node is EBS node 5. So it will cross verify the port availability, file space, domain, file system, and OS user group. See the important thing here. Now, when you will go for multi-node installation, see in this screen it's showing only Oracle database, technology stack, and Oracle database. It's not showing information about your application. So it's ready, yes. Now, it will validate the system configuration, database availability, and configuration uploaded. So installation has been done in DB node. Now I need to move on to application node. And from application node also we have to use RapidViz. See, again same screen. Okay, installation Oracle application. Okay, this one is fine. Now here the important point. So rather than going for new configuration, what I will do, I will upload the configuration. See, already installation we have done in DB node. So in that we have a configuration file, and this configuration file knows that which component should run on which server. So I need to call this configuration file. It should be db server dot domain name dot com Oracle SID and DB port. See here. So DB node 6 dp.com, my SID is VIS and the port is 1521 listener port. So it says that unable to find. Okay, a big deal. This is the correct one. Why? Because in the time of installation I have chosen SID as a div, not VIS. So that's why here I'm getting the issue. Okay, unable to retrieve config file from database. Please verify database connect string. Okay, so everything will be cross verified. And now see the important point here. Now for application node, it's showing only technology stack, Oracle application, and language. So see everything is green. Now sometime you will see the error message like your HTTP listener is not responding. So already we have seen what we have to do. We have to use this workaround. Okay, and we have to start the services. Okay. So select home underscore URL from i6 parameter. You will get this URL and log into Oracle application. So let me start the installation. Open one more document. So I will copy the screen. See here. So let me cross verify. See, whatever stuff we have done in single node installation, exactly same step we have to follow. Like user creation, RPM installation, everything we have to do. So X host plus, okay. So df-h, so mkdir-p /u01/oracle. In this, I will install my database chown-r oracle dba/u01/oracle. Go to the soft location, go to stage, go to R12, okay, go to start CD, go to disk 1, go to rapid viz, clear the screen. And before that, let me cross check cat etc host file. Okay, let me try to ping the machine. Yep, it's pinging. Ping apps node. Okay, perfect. Now we have to say rapid viz. Let me check rapid viz version. It should be 11, I think. Yeah, it's 11. So rapid viz. Okay, so Oracle Database Technology Stack. Next, install Oracle application. Next, so email, create new configuration. So we have to mention the database port pool. Sorry, not database, port pool. So here you want to create a vision demo or fresh. So mostly I will use fresh. Database name prod. It's up to you which name you want to use. I'll use prod and dp.com and operating system OS user. It's a group, and here the tricky part is U01, not D01. So D01/Oracle/prod. Okay. So about license. Next, about language. So if you want to go for any other specific region, you can use Belgium or whatever. It's up to you. So default territory, character set. Okay. Go next. Now, primary application node configuration. So here we have to use apps node, not db node. Apps node. dp.com. OS user is applemgr. Group is dba, and here the tricky part is it should be apps. Apps. Okay. Say next. See here. If you want to, suppose if you are going for multi-node installation, so here we can enable the services. So I'll explain what exactly the service is. Okay. Say next. Okay. See, this is the information. Okay. So DB node and application node. See, if you want to add some more servers, say for example, you want to install application on 3 node or 4 node application. So here what we can do, we can add the server. Click on that. Say my application node is apps node 2. Okay. So here mention the node, and be always remember this information about apps node 2 should be stored in etc host file. So domain user, okay, and say okay. So when you will say okay, so it the application will be installed on two nodes. Now question comes, if I'm using two node application, so what are the services we have to enable on other node? So for example, I will go for edit service. So this three service should be done on one node. So for example, if I will disable this service, automatically these three services will be disabled. So here root service, web entry point service and web application service should be run on one node. I mean, you cannot say that root service on node 1, a web entry point service on node 2 and application services on node 3. No, these three services should be run on a single node. So here what will happen in this our case, batch processing service and other services will be run on apps node 2, and in apps node 1 root service, web entry point service and application services will be running. So here I don't have any other node, so I'll cancel this one just for uh, informing you or telling you that we can enable the services at the node level as well. Okay. Say okay. No, we have to say cancel because we don't have apps node 2. Okay, one thing we have not done. So go to apps node, and here also we need to create the directory structure. Okay. So mkdir hyphen p u01. This is my apps node, so it should be apps. Chown hyphen r mgr dba slash u01 slash apps. chmod hyphen r 775 u01 slash apps. Okay, let it be. So here come to this one. See here, I got one issue, file system. So where we got this issue? Let me check. See, it's saying that unable to create directory with proper privileges. So it's not able to find database or inventory file directory. Okay, so not an issue. Open one more terminal. See, just cross check what it's showing. It's saying that U01 DB or inventory it's not able to find. So what we can do, etc overinc.loc. So here it has written U01 DB, but directory structure which we have created, it's a U01 Oracle. So what you can do, either you can create the directory structure or you can modify. So what I will do, I will modify. I'll mention Oracle. Okay, I'll mention Oracle. So and chmod hyphen r 775 u01 slash Oracle. Now let me say okay and retry. Okay, going well. Okay, still check. Okay, it's saying that this does not have a proper privileges. Okay, database or inventory file directory has the right privileges. Okay, unable to create with proper privileges. Chown, sorry. -r Oracle DBA U01 slash Oracle chmod -r 777 U01 slash Oracle. Now let me try. Okay, all green. So let me say next. See here it will install Oracle Database Technology Stack and it will install Oracle Database. So it would be a fresh database and language would be, character set would be this one. So I'll say next. So again same screen, the rapid install wizard is ready to install Oracle application on this machine. Do you want to begin? Yes. Okay. So this installation will take almost two and a half hour. So what we can do, let it continue. So tomorrow when you will back, I will show you how to install application on other node. So I will minimize this one. Let it run. Open one more machine. So what I will do in this machine, I will show you how to do installation of 12.2. So tomorrow when you will back, we will talk about application installation and we'll talk about the architecture of 12.2. What exactly we have, what are the major changes we have in 12.2 that I'll explain. I think system will be very slow. But anyway, okay. So let me change the host name. Host name ABS. No, we should not change host name. Otherwise, we need to put the entry in etc host file as well. It's a 9. IP address is 9. Let me change the IP address. Yeah, it's a 9. So VI etc host. So in this machine, I will install 12.2. Actually, we should change the host name, otherwise this node and this node is look same. Okay, so let me change the host name. EBS. So 1. EBS 1212. So EBS 1212 would be my node name. EBS 1212. VI etc is config. EBS 1212, and let me reboot the machine. This is the screen. Init 6. So let it reboot. So once reboot has been done, we will talk about the installation of 12.2. Imran, from my side, you are on mute. So now
This conference will
we are
now
going
be
to install
recorded.
12.2. Okay, so what is the architecture of 12.2 and what are the file system we have, that I'll talk later. So if I will talk about 12.1.1, so generally what we do whenever we need the software, so I'll talk with Oracle, and Oracle would give me some 6 DVDs. So what we have to do, we have to download that DVDs. I'm sorry, we have to copy that DVDs and we have to create the staging area. But nowadays, whenever you will ask to Oracle for any software, they will give you a link. So from that link, you can download the software and you can create the stage area. So here, in case of 12.2, we have some set of files. See, these are the files I have written. And you have to create the user, you have to create the group, or you have to create the mount point, you have to change the permission. And most important thing, you have to create this directory structure to store your Oracle inventory. And you have to change the permission and give the permission 775. Now, apart from that, we have to edit etc host file and we have to put the entry in etc host file. And we have a file called orainst.loc. In that, you have to mention the location of your Oracle inventory. And most important thing here, let me increase the size. See here, you have to configure yum. See, yum configuration you have seen in 12.1.1 installation. So you have to configure yum and you have to install EBS RPMs. Otherwise, taking RPM one by one and installing it will take a lot of time. And after that, you have to unzip this file v35215. So what this file will do, this file will create start CD, this one. Okay, and under that you will find this file called buildstage.sh. So you have to create the stage area. Sometime in the interview, people will ask, hey, what is the difference between 12.1.1 installation and 12.2.2 installation? So simple answer is, in case of 12.1.1, we might get already staged area. But here, Oracle has given me a dedicated script to build a stage area with name build stage.sh. So when you will run this file, you will get this message: create new stage area, copy new patches to current stage area, or display the existing file in the stage, take patches. So we will choose option 1, and we have to specify the location of your zip file, and staging will be created. Now, installation process is almost same. We have to use RapidWiz. So RapidWiz is a utility. With the help of that, we are going to install Oracle application. See here, so same screen you will get, but here you will find one extra option called Oracle Fusion Middleware. In 12.1.1, we will not see this option because we will not have any kind of Fusion middleware. But in case of 12.2, we have a Fusion middleware. So what exactly Fusion middleware is, we will talk. Okay. So install Oracle application. If you want to install, you can choose this option, or if you want to upgrade, you can choose this option. The same old screen. You have to specify your Oracle support ID. Okay. So move on. So create new configuration. Okay, exactly. See here, the main difference in 12.1.1 and 12.2 is file system. In case of 12.1.1, you will have only one file system, and in that you will install your Oracle application and Oracle database. But in case of 12.2, you will see two file system, or we can say it's a dual file system. So one file system will be for your application and database, and one file system will be for your patch. So what exactly the patch is and how to apply the patch, that we'll talk. So for time being, in 12.2 we will have a two file system. One file system is your run file system, and other file system will be your patch file system. That's why here we are seeing two, and we have to specify the port for file system 0, sorry, file system 1, and we have to specify the port for file system 2. So we are going for fresh database installation. So complete information, prod, apps, or whatever we have. So licensing information. Here the important point. So this information about your primary application node. So node name is apps, it's a domain, operating system, what is the OS user, what is the group, what is the location, or see here the file system 1 and file system 2. So U01 DB prod FS1 and U01 DB prod FS2. FS1 file system, FS2 file system. And apart from that, you will see one more called non-edition file system. So basically, non-edition file system is only for logs and all. So now here you will get one extra screen about your WebLogic. So here you need to specify what is a WebLogic user, what is a password, what is apps user, its password, and if you want to change the password, default password, you can change from here. In case of 12.1.1, after the installation, we have to change the password default, but here you have option. In the time of installation, you can change the default password. Okay, so move on. So information about your node, that already we have seen. So port availability, file system, stage area, web server installation, everything should be green. Okay. So here the installation is going on. So after the installation, your WebLogic server domain validation, it's a green. It means WebLogic has been configured. So here, so after the installation, go to admin script and check the status of the service. Same old command adopm installer.sh. So here I logged into Oracle application, and if you want to log into WebLogic console, that also you can use. Okay. Okay. Now let me start the installation of 12.2. So this is my machine. Change this one. So here TBS12. Okay. So let me say X host plus. Now df-h. Let me check the software location. /soft. Yeah. this one R1220. See, in this lab machine already we have uh, set up your stage area, so you don't no need to go for again. So go to Start CD, go to Disk 1, go to Rapid Viz, clear the screen. It should be 48, I think, 48 or 51. Let me cross check. And again, you have to use the latest Start CD. Yeah, it's a 48. So we have a 51 as well. We can download the patch and we can unzip. Then you will get the version of 51. Okay, let me check the file system. Open one more session. Go to U01. Okay, so we don't have Oracle and we don't have application. So I need to create mkdir apps and Oracle. chown -r appmgr dba u01 and Oracle chown-r. Sorry, it's not Oracle, it's apps. chown-r Oracle dba u01 that's Oracle. chmod 775 u01 Oracle apps. And yeah, let me check etc host, etc or inventory file. See, we should have u01 Oracle. Okay, perfect. So let me start the installation. See, this RPM installation, everything already we have done. Okay, so it will take time. Why? Because in other machine also installation is going on, so it will take some time.
Alam, I have few questions.
Please, sure, sure.
See, at the time of multi-node installation, some you showed some services, right? 5 services.
Yes, yes.
So by default, are they enabled in single node installation?
By default, what?
In single node installation, are these services there or only in
Of
multi-node
course,
installation?
services will be there. One example we have, like we have a RAG databases. So either it's a RAG database or single node. So pmon, smon, db writer log will be there. Same thing here. Either go for multi-node installation or single node apps installation. Services will be there. In case of multi-node installation, some services we can enable on one node and some services we can enable on second node as well. Okay,
Okay.
got it.
And one more thing, yeah, at the time of installation, we are giving 775 or 777.
Actually,
Is it permissible
no,
in,
no. Actually, triple
in
seven we never give.
okay,
We give 775. So 7 is for a group. Sorry, 7 is for owner. Next 7 is for group, and 5 is for others. So other can read, but they cannot execute anything.
okay,
Okay.
you,
Okay. Now see, this is a screen. So I'll click on this. See here. Whenever you will use 12.2, so by default 11.2.0.3 will come. So fresh database. Now here Fusion Middleware, click on that. So when you will use 12.2, so by default your WebLogic will be 10.3.6. So WebLogic will be installed and click here. So it will install 10.12 form, it will install 10.12 developer, and Java plugin would be 1.7. So say next. Install Oracle application. Yes, next. So if you want to give your support ID, you can give, otherwise you can skip. So it's saying that email address not specified. Let it be. Say yes. Create new configuration. Yes. Say next. Okay, just go back one more time. Okay. Say next. Say next. See here. So it's showing two file system 1, file system 2. So basically in 12.2 it has a dual file system. One file system will be for run and one file system will be for patch. So run file system will be used by your end users. And see, these are the port. See, here the node manager port is different. Here your WebLogic admin server port is different. But when you will talk about database port, it will not change. See, 1521. And your web listener port or these port will be same. Okay, so next. Now here, you want to go for installation vision demo or you want to install fresh. So mostly in the lab, we will use fresh because it will take less time. Oh, sorry, where it went. So database would be prod. Your host name is ebs122dp.com. Database operating system is Linux. OS user is Oracle. Group is this. And here we have to change this one, U01. Okay. Now here in the time of installation, you can configure rack as well. See here, it's showing option new rack. So if I'll click on that rack, click rack nodes button to select server. So here, if you have already installed grid infrastructure, so here you can mention the rack node. See, inventory.xml found database entry location, please specify. It's not able to find. Why? Because we have not installed. So that's why it's not able to find inventory.xml. Okay. So in case if you have a rack, so you can mention the prefix like prod1, prod2, prod3. So you can specify. Okay. So let me cancel this one and say. So here one more changes we have seen in the time of installation of 12.2, we can use rack. So move on to next. System is slow. One more installation is going on, so that's why it's slow.
So if we choose rack, you mean to say first we need to set up the
We
cluster,
need to
then we need
install,
to
yeah, we
choose
need to
it.
install grid infrastructure.
Okay, after installing the grid infrastructure, we need to choose this.
Yes.
And whether the grid infrastructure can be installed on the same nodes where the
It's up to
apps and
you.
DB
It's up
sits,
to you.
or that's
See, generally, I'll tell you in the real time, Imran, database node will be separate and application node will be separate. See, generally in the real time, we will have some naming convention. Say, if I'll put here, say, we have four node rack for DB and two node for apps. So here, generally what we have, we say DB, suppose DB prod one dot oracle.com. So we have four node rack. And for application, say my application is EBS. EBS node1.oracle.com. Okay. Or sometimes you will see app APL or say any TCS. Suppose customer is a target node 1, Apple target node 1. So application target 1, application target 2. So naming can be anything. So here we are using 4 node rack for database and 2 node for your application.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
So here the rack is used only for the database, not for the
Yes, yes,
application,
yes.
right?
See, rack is always for database. Rack will be only for data. Real application cluster is only for
No,
database,
no,
not for
just
application.
I was
Not application.
okay. So is there any clustering for application nodes as well?
Yes, 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 yes. What we can do, we have a 4 services, right? We have seen root services, web entry point services, web application services, other services. So each and every services we can run on both the nodes. So in case if node
Okay.
1 goes down, still we can survive.
Okay.
So here, say next. So here, primary application node is EBS12 dp.com, and here we need to change this one. We have to mention apps prod. So automatically FS1 and FS2 will be created. And say if you are using a 2 node rack, say for example 2 node application, so here you can edit the services as well. See, okay, you can edit the services. Say next. Say next. Okay, so please provide valid password. Okay, sure. So welcome one, confirm, welcome one. So confirm the OS password, welcome one, welcome one. And I'm not going to change default password. Okay, I'll take default password. Say next. So this is information about your node, database node and application node. Say next. And here, if you want to add the server, you can add the server. So here you can add the server. Say for example, node one. You can add the server. It's up to you. And in this server, which service you want to enable or disable, you can choose. You want to enable the services or not? It's up to you. Okay, so I'm not going to do this. Say cancel. Cancel this one. Say next. So it will perform some checks, and if everything is green, we'll say next. it will take some time. Today in this system already one installation is going on, so it's taking time. I think we got some error. We got some error. I have seen some file system error. Oh, everything is green. Good. Let me check. Yep. Okay. So let me say. So here it will install your Oracle RDBMS. It will create the database. Okay. Application, WebLogic, everything. Next. So rapid install. Ready? Yes. So Imran, this will take almost 4 hours. So tomorrow